Ever Barrera came to this country as a young child. The soccer field and the Boston Scores soccer program really provided a comfort zone. Now that little boy is all grown up, and on Monday, Ever Barrera will run the Boston Marathon. WBZ's Katrina Kincade tells us how those 26.2 miles are nothing compared to the journey that he's already traveled.
None of us speak English, but we had one thing in common. It was a soccer ball.
Yeah. No.
Otra vez.
Ever is a dreamer in all aspects of the word.
I was like embarrassed to tell them I don't have paper. But then I got DACA back in 2012, and that's why I enrolled into school and I played soccer in college, and here I am, trying to give back to my community.
At age 14, knowing no English, he came to the U.S. from El Salvador, settling in Chelsea. A dreamer child, his mom left him with his grandmother when he was 8.
She came here to give us a better life, it wasn't very safe. We lost a lot of family members because of the violence in the country, like gangs.
Ever's a busy man and father. He drives for Lyft and is a full-time staff member for Boston Scores, a soccer program with Boston Public Schools that provides youth with after-school soccer and enrichment programs.
I never had a job like that, I always had labor jobs. I feel like we come to this world with a purpose and a mission. I think this is my purpose.
He relates really well to these kids, and he himself is an immigrant to the United States. He came from El Salvador, and a lot of the kids that we serve are also recent arrivals to the United States. So I think he shares a lot of lived experience with our kids.
Ever started as a part-time referee, then moved to full-time. His experience as an immigrant and love for soccer is what drew him to the organization.
A lot of our kids are I want to say 65% are Latinos. So they looked at me, oh yeah, he looks like me, so they feel more connected, They're more comfortable talking to me in Spanish.
He's now running the Boston Marathon for the Boston Scores team. It's the first year they've had a team in nearly a decade, and the very first year Ever is running.
He joined our staff 2 years ago, and when I found out he was going to do the marathon, it didn't surprise me because he just keeps adding things to his collection of things that he does for the program and the kids.
The team wasn't sure what to expect, but they've surpassed $120,000 in fundraising.
I didn't know anything about fundraising, and Andy helped me create a plan. It's not the same thing asking people hey, can I get $5 for something? This is different, I feel embarrassed asking my friend, but he's no, don't worry, it's not so he's been helping me a lot.
Ever has his eyes set on the finish line for a special person.
First of all, I want to finish. I want to get that medal. I haven't seen my grandma in 16 years, so she's coming in May from El Salvador, and then so yeah, that's one other thing that I want to show her,
Noticing all his accomplishments, Lyft will be highlighting Ever in a national campaign. In East Boston, Katrina Kincade, WBZ News.
And those